Alrighty, I just had an idea that may or may not work. I got my own propane stove. I'm going to use that to try and get a melt on this stuff. Because that little bowl should sit on this just right. I did bring an extra tank. Then I can stock my wood up, my stove up with wood. Get more control of the heat. I can stock my stove up and keep myself warm. Throw a couple of these big pieces in. This may or may not be a smart idea. I've never claimed to be the smartest or sharpest tool in the shed. I think this tank is empty anyway, so it's a good thing I did bring a new one. I didn't think it was empty. Apparently it is though. This is a brand new tank here now, so doing this, I might even be able to get some of the slag out before I do a pour. How nice would that be? This will generate more heat in this place now too. So. I got both. I will get my thing poured. Hopefully. My handy little screwdriver I had. Oh, there it is. Well, I think what I have to do is light the stove to keep it hot when I takes it out of the oven, the stove, like the propane. Because what I've just been noticing big time is it's not melting. The bowl is staying red hot in places, but it's not melting into a liquid. When I had it in my wood stove, it actually melted to a liquid. I think it's the enclosure is just drawing more heat into the metal. This is not getting hot enough because it's not enclosed. Although it did drive the temperature up over 70 degrees in here. So it's good for that. But it's not good for melting metal. Maybe keeping it warm when I takes it out of the stove, but it's not good for melting it. So I just put it back in the stove. I'm going to give it another little bit of time and see if it melts down. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, I'm still no further ahead than what I was. So that's the scoop on that. I might throw a couple of sticks in on the side of it there just to give it that extra added oomph of flame, but there's a ton of coals in there that are staying really hot, really good, so I might just use the bellows and try to heat it a bit that way. Still going. Still trying. I think I get a better shot of doing it in the wood stove than I do on that little burner for sure. Like I said, that little burner, that's the hissing noise you're hearing in the background now. I got that lit just for warm. Because it does a fantastic job of warming this place up. It's a little over 20 degrees. Down on the floor, not so much. But I can kick back, put my feet up, relax, let the coals in the oven, in the stove, do their thing. And I've been using the bellows every now and again and just adding a bit of extra air to get some extra heat. Hopefully it works. I'd like to be able to pour it today, but my hopes got dashed. So I wouldn't count on it, guys, but hopefully. At least I was able to get some more of this stuff sealed up. It's set up pretty good, so when the time comes I'll just get a utility knife and I'll slice this all the way down and off of the door so that I can open the door and it'll close and seal up pretty good. I don't care about how it looks. Not yet anyway. It's still a work in progress. The step is ever evolving, you guys know that. As well as anybody. So, we'll see. I'll get back with you in a little while, see if this does anything in there. Well, I know what I really need. I really need an old hairdryer that I can hook there and just blow some air in on those coals and superheat them to the point that they just generate enough heat to melt it down. I've been using the bellows on it, and there's been times where I had the fire going where I've gotten liquid metal in there, but the big round piece that I put in now is starting to sag and everything in there, so that has started to melt, but it just needs that extra little oomph of power to blow some extra heat coming through. I don't know if putting a blowtorch in there would help. It may not. But I know if I could get some air flowing in there, it would heat it up big time. Because there's a ton of coals in there. not been utilised yet. So the big bellows, remember they used to have? One of those. Don't have that. I'm gonna look around the house. I don't know if I got an old hairdryer kicking around. I thought I did. But if I don't, I don't. It's no big deal. I could bring up one of the shop vacs because I got two of those, but that's loud. Put that outside just from the hose in. That could work too. The furnace will work. I know the furnace will work. It's just, it'd be nice to be able to do one manually like this, you know, just for prosperity. I definitely don't think I would try to melt down copper or stuff like that. It's just, I think the melting temperature on copper is higher than aluminum. I think, watch it slower. But I'll give it another bit of time and try it and see what happens, and keep using my bellows and burn down those coals that's in there, and who knows? We'll see. Well, I just got super excited and I forgot to record. I've got almost that whole bowl of stuff liquefied. I'm gonna give it some more time and let it do its thing, and then I'll take it out and show you guys while I pour. I'm excited. So using the coals obviously worked a lot better for me. I'm going to try to get some of the slag off there now, so I will show you. I don't know how well you're going to see, but hopefully you'll see well enough. It doesn't look like it was bad anyway, not from what I could see. Let's get some heat over here. Still needs some time. It's already soliding up like you wouldn't believe. Gotta change my setup. So yeah, if I had some airflow going in there, I'd have that liquefied in no time, I would imagine. I'm going to give it another little bit of time, then I'm going to try pouring it and see what happens. It's probably going to be a couple of chunks in it, it's probably not going to be a very good pour. But it's the first ever on my back step done manually with wood and aluminum and a steel bowl. That's got to say something about it. When I go to do it, I'm going to have to do it quick, so I'm going to set the camera net up in a way there now so that I can just turn it on before I take it out of the stove and have that right ready to go. Oh no! Duh! The biggest mistake ever. Well, it sort of worked. Would have been perfect only for I poured the water right on top of it instead of around the sides. It made a lot of smoke. That was expected though. It's very hot. But that piece of aluminum there, that's some slag that came out of it. I don't know if it can melt that down and refine it more. Some of the pieces didn't even melt that were in there, so I don't know if it's just bad pieces of stuff or what's on the go with it. But that piece that's there is really nice looking. I did throw another couple of big pieces in the stove just to see. Maybe I can do a second one before I leave. The letters didn't seem to come out on it. And the number 1 that I had on there. I did a little bit, not much. Not really. Scrappers are us. I need to bring up a cinder block, obviously. I'm going to use this again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in it. While I'm waiting. I might cut down a little bit. A little bit of ice in there, that's okay. Might cut down a little bit on the after all that, to throw water right on top of it. What a rookie move. It's hard to tell that I've never done it before. And usually I see people taking them and dropping them in water. It's still super hot. Too hot to handle. Still looks pretty cool though. That's my first bar ever. Nice. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to let the mold soak. I'm going to give this a little bit of time and see if it liquefies. I'm not staying out here much longer, guys. But if it does liquefy, I'm going to do a second pour. If it doesn't liquefy, it doesn't liquefy. We'll see. As like you say, you learn from your mistakes, eh? It was a mistake to pour the water right on that top of it. Looked so nice too. The water just demolished the top. Right where the water hit, it was whoosh. That's it. So much smoke was bailing out of it, I kind of panicked a little bit, see? If I had the proper molding, like a graphite mold or something, I wouldn't have that issue. But it's a decent little bar. You still only handle it with the gloves on. It's still really hot. So, but it's nice and shiny. I'm so happy with that. Here we go with attempt number 2. This time I'm going to give it a little bit of a chance to cool off first. Still got some good aluminum in that pot, so I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to throw this slag back in there. See what I can get out of it. Smoky. That one looks a lot better. Well now guys, attempt number 2 came out better. Let's move it so I can pick it up. It's extremely hot. There's still some imperfections in it, but I'm still learning. Number 1 is cooled off. I can pick that up now. It's pretty neat. I threw all of my slag pieces that I had here, well, almost all of them, there's still a piece here. I threw them all back in and put the cover on them. Just to see. I'm not waiting out here for it to melt. I'm heading in for the day now, guys. But this came out good. I'm happy with this number 2 one. It's incredibly hot still. Incredibly hot, but it is still hot. Very nice. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed this set of videos on my back step. I really appreciate all of the views, all of your love and support. Couldn't have a channel without you guys. And I hope you appreciate and enjoyed the little projects that I've done here on this series. Look forward to making some summer videos. Look forward to the summer in itself, just for the warm. Hopefully it's not a wet summer like it has been the past few years. We'll just wait and see. Thank you guys so much. Tune in next time. And always remember, be safe, have fun. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. It's free. And share out the video. It all helps, guys. I really appreciate it.